Here's a fun fact for you. In Nigeria, we have about 4 telecommunication companies, which are water, earth, fire, air. I'm kidding. But the 4 telecommunication companies that we have are MTN, Airtel, 9mobile, and Glow. Now, did you know that 3 out of 4 of these telecom companies have their own banks and everything? And in today's video, we're gonna be looking at the banks and their features and stuff. So yeah, let's get into it. The first bank we're going to be looking into is Smartcash PSB, which stands for Payment Service Bank by Airtel. And this bank has about 5 million downloads from the Google Play Store. If I'm being very honest, I'm surprised that 5 million people use this stuff, because I don't really know anybody except for one person that actually uses Smartcash and stuff. I think I've seen them at the Airtel office as well, but after that I've not really seen anyone use it. I think maybe it's where I live or something. But if you do use Smartcash, please comment below. Now, if you're using Smartcash for the first time, this is how the app looks like with the menu and the UI and everything. Now, with the app, you have different features like being able to transfer and receive money. Obviously, you're able to buy data plans, you're able to buy data bundles, you're able to buy airtime, and so on. Smartcash has this feature called Smart Saver, where you can invest your money and it grows, and you get about 15% per annum. Now, with Smartcash, you're also able to get insurance as well. And you see 4 of these options on the screen and everything, but out of 4 of them, just 1 of them you can't pay for anything at all, which is very weird. You also have this QR code feature where if you have like a QR code of a merchant or something, or somebody shares their QR code and everything, you can scan it, and from there you can basically transact with that person. Smartcash also has this feature where now that if you want to look for a Smartcash agent and everything, you can click on that button, and then from there you can see like where your agents are on the map and everything, which I think is pretty cool. Hi there, it's me from the future. Smartcash is charge free as well, so when you're transferring money to anyone, you do not incur any charges as well. So yeah, let's continue the video. Now, for me, I see Smartcash as a simplistic bank and everything, and I think it's not bad at all. The next bank we're gonna be looking into is Momo PSB NG by MTN, and this bank has about 1 million downloads on the Google Play Store. The question I have is this, like, who actually uses these banks and everything? Because I've never seen anyone with Momo PSB, if I'm being very honest with you. So I'm actually happy that this is a popular bank and stuff. So if you also use Momo PSB as well, please, in the comment section below, tell us your experience and everything. If you're using Momo PSB for the first time, this is how their app looks like. And honestly speaking, I actually love the design of this app. It just feels good. Now, with Momo PSB, you have the option to either send money to any Momo user in Nigeria, or you also have the option to send money to any bank account in Nigeria. And one thing I like about this bank is the fact that it has a bank rate monitor, in the sense that, let's assume that you want to send money to another bank and everything, and you want to see the success rate and everything, see, like whether that money will go through or not. Basically, you can check that out here, and I think this is very nice. It's just weird that the rest of these banks have a 1% success rate, which is very, very, very weird. Now, aside that, with Momo, you can still buy your airtime, your data, electricity, and so on, like any other bank, which I think is okay. But the one thing that I like is the fact that with this app, you can basically send money to any African country. And if you're looking for what African country you can send money to, these are all the options they have available. Now, it is weird that the one country that isn't here is Ghana, because Ghana, they use, Momo a lot and everything. So it would be nice to have Ghana as an option, or maybe, MTN or Momo, they might be beefing with Ghana, so that's why it's not there. I don't know, but But the one thing that makes me love this app a lot is the My App section. Now, with the My App section, once you click on it, you can see that there are different apps that you can access and everything. And it's really, really cool. Chowdeck is here, so now you don't even need to have the Chowdeck app to begin with and everything, because you can basically use the Momo PSB app to basically pay for your Chowdeck meals without you having to open your bank account, click on transfer, blah blah blah. Because since it's already inside the app, you can basically pay just like that on the spot, which I think is super cool. Hey, this is me from the future, and I tried out the child deck thing, but for some reason it wasn't working for me at all. I kept on putting my address and kept on trying everything, and it didn't work for some reason. Maybe it could be where I'm located. Maybe if you live in another state or something, it might work. But if that child deck feature on Momo works for you, please comment below. Oh, and also, I forgot to mention, Momo is also charge free. So if you want to transfer money to anyone, you do not incur any charges as well. So that's a good thing to know. So yeah, with that out of the way, let's continue the video. They also have Konga as well. So if you want to shop online and everything, you can do that too, which is very, very awesome. For investments, they have Cowrywise as well. So it's really, really nice to see like these fintechs inside of here without you having to download their apps to begin with. Like, this is awesome. You're also able to use this app to buy MTN products as well. So if you're someone who's looking to buy like maybe an MTN router or something, you can use this app to basically buy one. You can also use this app to book your flights as well, which is super awesome. I wish I used this app when we traveled to Lagos last month. And also you do have the option to basically buy gift cards as well. So, you know, if you want to buy Amazon gift cards or Walmart gift cards to do whatever you want with it, that's an option here. But for me, one highlight is that you can use this app to shop on AliExpress. Now, I remember like a few years ago, people were talking about how MTN made a bank and everything, all those tech content creators and stuff. And I was not like, what if now that, you know, MTN basically, you know, made like a way that you can shop on AliExpress and so on and everything. And then, you know, my video didn't do well and nobody would even take it seriously. But the fact that AliExpress is here means that I'm like a psychic or something, because when I saw AliExpress here, I was in shock. I was like, oh my god, like I would have linked the video though, but it is deep in my page on TikTok and everything, and I don't have that time at all. But shout out to MTN or Momo, because this is the most innovative feature they have, because I love this thing so much, because we do not need to start installing any more apps and everything. Like, this helps you to save space overall, because instead of you having to install child deck, Cowrywise, blah 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 blah, you can just use it within one app. And plus, it's super convenient because you don't need to use any other banking apps and everything, because everything is inside one. Like, more people should use this, honestly speaking. For me, I think that Momo is like the coolest app on this list, and I think I want to use this more, especially for the child deck and everything. I genuinely want to use the heck out of this app because this is so freaking cool. The final app on our list is Bank Niger, which is powered by 9 Payment Service Bank, and 9 Payment Service Bank is owned by 9mobile. This app has about 100,000 plus downloads on the Google Play Store. And fun fact, what made me to even download this app in the first place, because of the fact that, you know, last month I told you earlier, I traveled to Lagos and we went to Victoria Island and we saw like their bank branch and everything, and I thought it was really cool, like to see a 9 Payment Service bank branch and stuff. Well, we couldn't go in because it was already closed and it was late and stuff. So yeah, now if you're using Bank Niger for the first time, this is how the UI looks like. I know you might be seeing to complete my KYC to get an account number or whatnot, and let me explain. Now, I've been trying to verify myself on the app, but here's the problem. Now, to get verified on the app, you have 3 options to either verify with your BVN, your NIN, or your Nigerian bank account. Now, if I select the BVN option, which is the first option, it basically sends an OTP, but however, to my old phone number that I no longer have access to. If I select the NIN option, it will send me an OTP to my older phone number that I don't have access to, because some thieves broke into my house 4 years ago and they stole my phone, and boom, I lost that phone number. Now, the third option is the bank account option, where if I put my bank account and account number and everything, you know, it will show my name and everything, but then I'll have to still get it verified through BVN. And as I told you earlier, I don't have access to my old phone number, so I can't get the OTP and stuff. So this basically means that it is unusable for me. Now, I would have loved to show you everything that this app has to offer, but I just can't do it because of these issues. Now, in the end, I would just say that for me personally, the best app had to be the MTN bank app, Momo PSB, because it just has a lot of features that I think are pretty cool that I personally love, like the app feature in particular. Now, for me, I believe that Bank Niger and Smartcash could also adopt something similar to MTN that would make them to be more desirable. Like, just think about it. There are lots of things that they can actually add that would make their app overall to be more desirable. For example, how MTN has order from AliExpress. Maybe, 9mobile or Airtel can add that stuff, like maybe to add like order on Timu or something like that, or maybe order on all those 1688, all those Chinese sites and everything. It's going to bring a lot of people, in my opinion. They could even do the same with food delivery apps, like there's Glovo, there's Mono. Why hasn't anyone touched those apps? You can even do it with Jumia as well, because nobody has Jumia on their app and stuff. Like, there are so many Nigerian apps that if they add them into their bank and everything, it's going to make the experience 1 million times better. Like for Airtel, for example. Airtel did this collaboration with Starlink and stuff. And I remember saying this, like, if Airtel has this Smartcash app, why not capitalize off of this? Make it in such a way that somebody can easily pay for a Starlink subscription or buy a Starlink through them using their bank app and stuff. Do you know how much money you will make? Starlink has made $80 million a year from the Nigerian market. Why not capitalize off of that stuff and help the bank to make money? You are empowering Starlink and yourself, and from there, you are going to be more valuable overall to the eyes of the public. That's how you capitalize off it. If I was the one in charge, I will make sure that, Starlink is on our app, so that way, it will be easy for someone to pay for a subscription, or someone to buy a Starlink or whatnot, and will make so much bloody money. That's just my opinion, though. I'm just a tech content creator in my house chilling and stuff, but still, this is the stuff that I believe that they need overall. So yeah, what do you think? Now, which bank will you be using between the three of them? Please comment below and share your experiences with these banks and stuff. And as always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. And I hope I see you guys next time.